And even looking back to college experiences in the bar scene there too, where everyone's inebriated, I look at some individuals that I worked with, some individuals that were managers of me, some individuals that were under my management inside the bar scene. And I can even look at now being in the bar scene, very much less, but there's a lot of behavior. There's a lot of behavior that you're like, woo-hoo, you're really playing with fire here. You're really playing with fire. And so my tendency with checking people around me is it's really poll. It's really on the polls, because either I give an individual, and this is more so on the emotional side, if someone's more of a taker, I end up in a situation a lot of times where I'm giving. And I'm maybe giving too much. But then on the other side, when people act like what we're talking about, I'm much more swiftly to cut somebody off completely and just leave them out there. And maybe that's not, the humanitarian in me or the empathetic in me. But at the same time, there's some things that are just too heinous for me to be willing to help you through. There's somebody out there that might, but it probably won't be me. Legitimately. If you're forcibly penetrating women, sorry. I hope I actually don't catch you alone, because I'll do things that I can't take back. That's how I truly feel about it. It's not a threat. It's not me directing that at any one person. I have some sort of conviction about certain things, as I'm sure you do as well, and I'm sure people listening to this, and look, I'm not interested in bringing violence into my life. It'll do a whole lot to change your spirit, yourself. But I'm also not going to let a woman get taken advantage of in front of me. Must hold our brothers and sisters accountable.
Gotcha.
There's responsibility on every side, everyone involved. What you're wearing, where you're at, what time of day it is, doesn't give anyone permission to do anything to you. How many times have you been in a situation where you let something potentially happen, or you watched? And I'll use a bar scene again. Most people listening to this went to an SEC school. Most of the people that listen to our podcast consistently went to an SEC school, or had some fun in college or whatever, or their late 20s. How many times have you seen a man more sober with a woman that's more intoxicated, and the context is not girlfriend, boyfriend? And have you ever thought about what happens when they get out of the public view? Because I too have been in a situation where I was more sober, and I've held somebody's hair while they threw up, made sure they went to sleep. But what about the people that didn't take the same boundary, didn't set the same line in the sand? How many people are getting taken advantage of out here? And then how many people are afraid to come forward because those individuals are habitual perpetrators and they have prominence? I cannot begin to understand what it's like to be sexually assaulted. I can't begin to understand at all. But gentlemen, we have a responsibility to hold those, at least in our immediate vicinity, at least in our network, accountable. And being preventative is better than being reactive, always.